So first of all, I welcome Sriram sir for the session. Dr. Sriram K. Vasudevan currently serves as Assistant Professor in Computer Science Engineering, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Coimbatore. To his credit, he has published 122 research papers in reputed journals and 48 papers in international national conference. He has authored 45 textbooks. Dr. Sriram K. Vasudevan is recognized and honored with many awards such as he is the winner of Harvard University Hack Harvard Global 2019. He is selected as member Intel IoT Advisory Board, entry in Limca Book of Records and India Book of Records. His areas of research include performance engineering, embedded systems, Internet of Things, augmented reality, virtual reality, etc. Sir, I invite you for the talk, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I hope I'm audible and it's
Yes, sir.
clear.
Yes.
It's
Perfect.
clear, sir.
Perfect. Right. Without wasting much time, we will get into the session right away. Good morning, everybody, and thank you, Shanmugeshwar, for the opportunity that you have rendered me. It's really cool that I can talk to some people over there from Kerala as well. So thank you very much. And today we are going to learn how exactly you can complete a product in IoT. Completion of the product. Very simple. We all build a lot of projects. We do a lot of projects. We don't build products. That's the problem that we all face. So how do we build products instead of projects? What kind of problem statements can we really take it up to really go ahead and build solutions which can become a product which you can probably go for a company or startup, or you can go for hackathon kind of stuff. And that's what I aim at today. Before we go deeper into the demos, I have got around 10, 11 demos I have registered for the day. I'll show you 11 demos that I have got. Before I go into the demo, I'd like to tell you something. Remember, IoT is not difficult. Machine learning is not difficult. Deep learning is not difficult. They are all easy. That's why I learned it. Let's take it that way. I learned it only because they are easy. If it is tougher, I would not have touched it. This is 100% honest word that I'm giving you. Anybody can learn IoT. It is not a toughest of the programming skills that you need. What you need is common sense. That's all. I know all of us have got common sense, so we can all learn. And sir, does it require a lot of programming skills? No, it requires minimal programming skills and maximum hardware knowledge and interfacing knowledge. If you have that, you can manage. So please make sure that you people learn IoT alongside MLDL. IoT is not a standalone technology. That's another point that I would like to really stress. Most of us are in a misconception that IoT is a standalone technology. No, IoT is never a standalone technology. IoT always needs multiple technologies in parallel. IoT cannot be used all alone. You need to use IoT with machine learning, with deep learning, with data analytics. So it's a kind of like a masala that you require. You need a masala puri for sure. You cannot eat just the puri alone. You need masala to be mixed to it so that it can taste nice. So that's how IoT is built. And how do you build a product, sir? Very simple. I'll tell you. First, identify the sensor, identify the microcontroller, interface them both, have proper internet, send the data to cloud, analyze and show the result in the Android app. That's all. This is the flow. Select the microcontroller, select the sensor, use an appropriate interface, have proper internet connection, connect to it, push the data onto the cloud, make sure the data is analyzed, get the result back. When you get the result back, you should display it in the smartwatch, I mean smartphones or something like that. It has to be an Android or iOS, something like that. That's it. This is what IoT is all about. Now, can I define IoT for you in a very simple way? You must have been hearing it a lot of times, but still I wish I can do it once. IoT is simple. You have an equipment, connect sensor to it, connect internet to it, push the data from the sensor through the internet to the cloud or a remote location, process it, get the result and display it. That's all. I have severe back pain. I am a back pain person. I have severe backache because I was a cricketer. So what I did is I have a belt. Now I can't sit in the same position in the chair for more than 20 minutes. I need to move. So I have a belt, and the belt has got sensors. I'm going to show you the demo as well. The sensors will keep acquiring the data from my belt and from my spectacles. I use spectacles as well. If I'm not moving here and there, it will tell me that, see boss, your ergonomics is not right. It will give me an alert through Alexa. Alexa will now tell me, Sriram, please sit proper. You have to move to avoid back pain. This is how it tells me. This is IoT. I have a belt, sensor is connected to it, and it is connected to internet again through microcontroller. It pushes the data, you get the result. You walk in the morning, right? When you walk in the morning, what happens? Very simple. Your mobile phone gets the data of your walk through the pedometer. You get the data, you analyze it, and you get a display back saying that you have walked for 2 kilometers, you have burned 300 calories, something like that. You get, right? That is IoT. there are questions which is consistently asked. Sir, I have Bluetooth alone. I have Zigbee alone. Can I call it IoT? No, they are automation. Remember, they are automation. You cannot call something without internet as Internet of Things. Remember, this is a very fundamental question that many of us ask actually. So the process is simple. I'm going to take up sensor. I'll interface it with microcontroller. I know what application I'm going to build. I collect data, push it onto the cloud, process it, show the result, sell the product. Finished. This is how we are building products. I have participated in more than 100 hackathons now. I have won about more than 50% of it. All these are done with the same policy, same guidelines, nothing, no change. And even in the Harvard University last year, we have represented India and we have won the prize, first prize. That's also following the same procedure. I will show you the demo of all those things. But before that, please understand IoT is easy. That's the simple thing that I want to repeatedly tell you. IoT is easy. But never ever stay just with IoT. Learn ML and DL in parallel, because it is not going to be only one technology that is going to get along with you. It's going to be multiple technologies that will come in parallel, as I repeatedly told you. We'll get into the products right away instead of getting a lot of theory. I hate theory. I only want to show demo, and it's all going to be demonstrations right now. So what we have done is we have developed systems, and all the systems are in prototype and proof of concept stage. And there are some startups also we have developed, and the companies are doing pretty well by God's grace. I'll tell about that also. Let's go into the demos where you will understand the complete implementation cycle. What do we need is implementation, right? So I'm going to show you that. The first product that I'm going to talk about is water. What is it, sir? Very simple. I'll tell you this way. In Kerala, we have abundant water available. So wherever I go in Kerala by roads, I see that there are a lot of rivers. So lucky people, you get a lot of water. But Tamil Nadu is probably lacking water, and we need water resources. Whenever we have a water problem, water scarcity, we have to ask to Andhra, we have to ask to Kerala. And why is that, sir? You have got lakes and rivers in your place, right? Yes, we do have a lot of lakes and rivers, but the problem is the quality monitoring is not appropriate in the country. We do not have methods that are really fast and accurate. So what do we do is now people really take water samples deep from the ocean, deep from the river, deep from the lake, all those, and they analyze it real time in the lab, and they give you the reports. The reports come after about 10-15 days, and after that it is actually very late. If I have to go to a doctor, I need to get the report instantly, right? Likewise, when you want to analyze the quality of the water and you want to take action against the problems that you are facing with the water, you need to get it immediately. If not immediate, that's delayed judgment. Delayed judgment is of no use. So we need a system that can really get you the results instantly about the quality. You must have heard of Ganga quality, the Ganga water quality monitoring system. That is a wonderful system. In fact, that's the best system that can tell how much capable Indian systems are, and they are getting the real-time water quality monitoring, and the report is all available online. You can check it out whenever you have time, and I will also give you the link if possible. Yes, I got the link right now. You can check it out. We are getting 100% real-time data from River Ganga. From River Ganga, I repeat it, it's not easy. The link I have given there is getting you the complete data and statistics about the Ganga River. The entire stretch is now automated. They have got sensors implanted deep inside the river. You can see that I need to just go and click where I want, but it is all deeper inside the river. It is not on the surface. So it is very expensive, and at the same time, if the equipment is spoiled, it needs manual intervention. You can see that these many parameters they are monitoring, and it's not easy. It's not definitely easy. So this is one of the best things that we have done in India. And what we have done is we are able to now monitor the quality of the water at the surface level, because we consume water at surface level, not at the deeper level. When you go to the lake, you just consume the water at the surface level. So I'm going to show you one such demo, which will help you in understanding how exactly one can get the water quality obtained real time from the surface level water easily with accuracy. Whenever you build a system, remember, if it is very simple, that's fine, appreciable, but it has to be accurate as well. Without accuracy, if you build a system, that's not going to get any value. This product, whatever we have built, is going to be shown now. It has got the first prize in the Cisco ID8. Cisco ID8 is a national contest conducted by ID8 Cisco, and we got the first prize in that. And we also got many honors for the same product. We are honored by CAI, Confederation of Indian Industry, for the same product. I'll show you the demo of it right now. I'm very hopeful you will like it.
Water is one of the most important resources that we have today. 97.5% of the available water resources are salty. That means we cannot use it right away. Only 2.5% of the fresh water is available, and out of which 2/3 is already locked in polar ice caps and glaciers. Only 0.5% of the water is consumable, and that's what we are using for agriculture, industry, and day-to-day activities as well. Due to the increased pollution, every day there is pollution here. Increased pollution, the water crisis has increased, and World Health Organization says that 0.007% of water only is consumable and is potable. Due to this pollution, 1 billion people in the world today are denied with appropriate sanitation and water resources. Due to this, the most affected countries and region are Africa, Latin America, and Asia. We suffer with water crisis. When there is a problem, there is always a solution to it. We are coming up with a solution of smart water, which is going to ease the quality monitoring, and all these are done real time with cost effective approach as well. We have done a simple but effective and frugal product for you to monitor the quality. We have built an USV which is called Unmanned Surface Vehicle with all techno capabilities which can monitor the quality, and there are 5 versions for it. This is the first version where we have built our boat in a plastic throwaway material. This is an USV. In the first version, we just tested it for navigation. You can see that we have taken 7-Up bottles as floaters in 2 sides. Everything is built by us from the scratch, and this is a great engineering work that we have done from the scratch for us to build this USV. We tested it in our university's water resource, and it was very nicely navigating, and we had just 2 simple microcontroller boards and Bluetooth modules for supporting our navigation. We used the phone's accelerometer for moving the boat left, right, forward and back, and all these are done very nicely. You can see the propellers are also made by us, and this is tested for stability. The second version, we had to include the sensors which are temperature sensors and pH sensors we have included into the boat. And the USV then carried these sensors, and we started getting the data. The data about the pH of the water and the temperature of the water are all uptime real time now. Now we need to use this data to do further analysis and to understand the quality of the water. But this boat is not stable, so we started building it up in a better way, and in the carpentry we sat with our team and we built this beautiful USV. This is fully capable. All these are built by us right from the scratch, as I told you already, and this is a great learning for us. With a very simple investment, we did not invest much of the money here, so it is a very simple investment. We could build this boat with a simple circuitry, and this boat is 100% independent right now, that it can go collect the data and come back. The point is very simple. We are not taking 1 drop of water even back home. We are taking the data alone. We store data and we don't store water. We do not waste 1 drop of water even against the current method which is being handled all over the country. They collect water, they send it to the lab, they waste that water as well. We do not have that method. We collect data, we analyze it, we provide you real-time analytics. And you can see that the boat is fantastically moving forward and backward, left, right, all these. And we have also geotagged it right now with GPS support. It gives you the temperature data, pH data with geotagging nicely, and that's going to be shown to you in the second part of this video. You can see that there is a tire tube which is kept under the boat, and that's from our car. Now this is our 20x50 swimming pool in our university. We wanted to visualize how the data looks like, and we wanted to know if our boat works, our USV works fine in this kind of tough environment. So we made our boat flow, we made our boat go into this swimming pool for n number of times, and we collected a lot of data. This is a fast forward of that trial that we have run in our swimming pool in our university, and you can see that the boat is moving and it is collecting all data. I'll show you the data right now in next few seconds so that you can understand how you can look the data, how the data can look like for your easier reference. We collected around 2000 entries of data per trial run, and we have a lot of data right now about our swimming pool. You can see the data collected in the left hand side, and the first column is the temperature, the second column is the pH, the third and the fourth columns are the lat and the longitude coordinates. And now we are going to see how we can generate the temperature clear path. I have set the value to 1 here, which is column 1 temperature, and I am setting the range right now in front of you, and we will get the temperature clear path map generated. We have integrated the Google Earth to MATLAB, and it is spotting the swimming pool right away in front of you in a very nice way. And you can see that we have tested it on a very sunny day, so the temperature range is high. Now we are going to get the clear path for the pH. I have changed the values accordingly. I am setting the range from 1 to 14, and when I generate the clear path map, I can get it immediately in front of me, and you can see it right now. And we have done it immediately after chlorine is added to it, so you can see that the pH is maintained in a very nice way. Now I am trying to change it as well a little bit. I am going to show you even the slightest of the changes which is being captured nicely in the clear path map by changing the values here. You can see that I am changing the values right now, and when I generate it, it is going to show even the slightest of the changes, which is a very appreciable feature. And the most important point is we could generate this kind of data with a single sensor set. Now you can see that we have generated a perfect pH and temperature clear path map. We can add more sensors to it if we get more funding, and this can be made more meaningful and more data can be given. We can predict, we can analyze, and we can give you the perfect data without wasting one drop of water.
I hope you liked it and you really can visualize what exactly we are trying to do. So this is how you need to identify the problem statements. I repeat, identifying problem statements for building a project or a product is very important. Do not ever search for problem statements from the previously published papers. Instead, search for problem statements from yourself. We have got a lot of problems ourselves. So if we can get a technological solution for whatever problem you face, that's going to be great. That's going to be more valuable than whatever you are doing by referring to other papers. So this is my humble opinion, and I hope you agree to it. The next one that I'm going to show you is very, very interesting. What is it, sir? Very simple. I'm a avid fan of producing solutions for accident avoidance because we have lost a person in our family because of accident. I keep working on a lot of accident avoidance systems. I have built a lot of solutions already. So one such solution that I wanted to build is for people who use mobile phone during driving. They keep consistently using mobile phone during driving in our country, and it is horrible. 2018, 2019 data is yet to come. 2018, we have got 1.3 million road accidents because of mobile phone usage. I did not count the overall accidents. I'm just telling you the number of accidents which have happened just because of mobile phone usage during 2018, 1.3 million. Think of the number of people who could have been hurt permanently, mild disablement, death. A lot of those things happen. And when I went deeper into it, I really went deeper into it to analyze we have if we have any specific reason for us to use mobile phone when we are driving. Some people say that, some sort of people say that they got a call and they pick it up and they can't avoid it. We can't change those people. Their fate is so strong. So finish it. But some people are really helpless. Who are they? The people who deliver you the pizza, the Swiggy boys, the Zomato boys, they are really helpless. What they do is they go to n number of places every day, n number of places, and all those destinations are new for them. So without having a map support, navigation support, they cannot deliver the food. And they cannot delay the delivery is the most important point that I'm trying to stress here. If they are delaying the delivery, what happens is they will be asked explanation and their incentives are getting cut. So they will have to deliver it faster, they will have to deliver it safer, which is now becoming a question mark. What do? They take their mobile phone like this and they keep it like this and they keep seeing and they drive. So this we have seen so many number of times, and they hit themselves, they hit others also. Both are extremely dangerous and both are to be avoided. So what we did is very simple. We wanted to develop a solution which can help these kind of people who do not afford cars, because cars we have stands available, and in two-wheelers we cannot keep that in Indian roads. The mobile is thrown away right away. So it gets a lot of jerk, and most of the time it's getting thrown off. So what we do is we built a solution which is very simple and very affordable. So we spent around 700, 800 rupees to build a solution which is through the glove. We have built a smart navigation glove. That's all, and we have developed an Android app. The moment you set the source and destination, the glove gets activated and it's get padding to the it gets paired with the glove with the mobile phone, and all the updates from the mobile phone, the map will go to the glove, and the gloves have got the LED stitched onto it. We have got OLED stitched onto it, so that the LEDs will direct you. If you have to go left, the left LED will flicker, right LED will flicker. We have taken all the 18 directions, and all the 18 maneuvers that are supported by Google are all supported by us as well, because we are using their APIs. Very simple. And if you have to take the next left or right, which is above 50 meters, flickering rate will be slow. If it is below 50 meters, flickering rate will be fast. If you forgot on the mobile, the glove will alert. If you forgot on the glove, mobile will alert. We are accepting payments without touching the card. We are accepting it through NFC right now. I'm going to show you the demo, and this product has got the first prize in Rakuten, which is conducted by Rackathon, which is conducted by Rakuten. It is awarded by NEC. It is awarded by Titan. I hope you definitely like it, and this is very affordable. And we are working on how do we bring it to the market, and soon you may have it in the market in a very affordable rate. I'm going to show you the demo. This product is tested in Bangalore. This product is tested in Chennai. This is tested in Mumbai roads. So we have tested it in almost everywhere, wherever we go for contest, and it's all working fine. And I hope definitely this is good from your view.
Friends, you can see the complete demo here. We have got an app readily available for you, and that app will let you set the source and destination. We have tried this in the nearby location, and the destination is none other than the same building. Once the destination is set and the mode is selected as in walking or driving, you need to pair your equipment, and once the pairing is all done, you will get a go clearance from our device. If you have a left or right, based on that, the LEDs will start flickering. If the distance that you need to go to reach that left or right is less than 50 meters, the LEDs will flicker fast. Otherwise, it will flicker normally. That will let you breathe. Now here you can see that I have got a left turn and it is less than 50 meters, hence the flickering of the LED is fast. And after that, I head towards a straight road which is above 100 meters. It is actually above 200 meters. So here in our app, we have calculated it as above 100 meters, and both the LEDs will glow until such time the straight road covers the stretch of 100 meters or above. If it becomes less than that, the next right or left, whatever you take, would be indicated to you through the LED indication. And you can see that now we are going to head a right hand side, so the right hand side LED is glowing. Since we have fast forwarded the video, it was a long walk, it was about 700 meters. You can see that the flickering appears faster, but it will appear much more faster when you go less than 50 meters. That will be clearly visible shortly, which you can also observe right now. And one important point for you to understand is we are getting all these feed from Google Directions API, and all the data, whatever is being given by Google, is extracted by us completely, and we are using it in our system, and that's all shown in the right hand side of your screen. And you can see that the flickering is fast right now. This is what I referred some time back. This was taken nearby location and it was a heavy traffic time last evening. Hence there is a light delay there. You can see that that's the snag that we faced last night for the recording. And all these happened real time. The data acquisition, the analysis, the update of LED status, everything happens real time. And this is the straight road that we need to follow to head to our office, which we are standing right now. All these updates are given real time, and one important point that I would like to stress here is you need not keep watching the LED. We have got a module for vibrator. The vibrator will let you know that there is going to be a change, so please look into it. And that too, a left vibrator, right vibrator, both are there, so it will help you out in figuring out which direction do you need to really take. And that's the cool navigation cloud for you. Friends,
I hope you liked it and you understood the theme behind what did we build and how did we do that. So all these are very simple and they can be done with a limited amount of expertise that you really have. And this is very inexpensive. That's the most important point that you need to realize. Whenever you are going for funding or whenever you want any sort of competition participation or anything like that, it always is it always is important to finish the product as a proof of concept at least, so that they can realize it as how it looks like. That's what we have done, and I hope you liked it. The next product that I'm going to show you is something very close to my heart. So I build a lot of products for accident avoidance, as you have seen, and I build products for medical also. So both are my very close areas, and I keep working consistently. And wherever there is a chance for building a product, I just pick it up and we go ahead and build solutions for it. The next one is one of that kind, where we would really be happy to see that, I believe. And we have got an opportunity to get appreciation even from the people working in Microsoft to support this. What is it, sir? Very simple, I'll tell you. We have a scheme in Amrita called as Living Labs. I'm working in Amrita University as announced. We have a scheme called as Living Labs where we are permitted to go to any interior part of the country to see what exactly are the problems that are being faced by the people, and we need to get solution for them. A technological solution, not the solution which can support them psychologically, or not the solution that can support them with monetary benefits, but we need to get them technological solution. One such time we went to the interior Bihar and we were awestruck. There were no hospitals. It was a very tough scene to see. They need to travel at least for 3 hours to get a minimal support, and those people do not know what kind of disease they even get. Every year there is a surprise disease that comes, and 20-30 people are getting affected, and later on they go to bigger hospitals, and there is no medical facility. This is the case true in most of the states in the country which are very interior. So we wanted to bring a solution for it, and that's called automated doctor machine. This machine is very simple, very easy to use. This can serve as a assisting system for you. This cannot replace doctor, but this can supplement doctor. We have used excellent and in-depth machine learning and deep learning along with IoT for us to build the system. The entire system is fully functional, and you would be certainly happy to see that I'm going to show you the demo of it. This was selected as one of the products during the Indian level competition that happened for funding conducted by Delhi Pharmaceutical Research University Group. I'm very happy to share the demo with you, and I'm very hopeful that you would definitely like it. These kind of products are definitely easy to build, but one thing that we need to know is we need to conceive the idea. The ideas are more valuable than the products that we are building. So catch an idea and build a solution around it. That's how we can make products.
Well, as you can see in front of you right now, we have developed an iOS app for the doctor to verify who are all the patients or who are all the users in his vicinity who are using the ADM machine. Also, it would enable the doctor or any responsible person to add the details of a particular patient if he enters for the first time into the ADM machine usage arena. So, for example, if you see in front of us, we have got an iOS app developed, and there we have got a provision for registering for the doctor himself. First time the doctor himself has to register, and we should give him some unique name as well as email ID can be generated by the government authority. Here we have tested it clearly with some email ID as per our wish. I am doctor@adm.com, and the mobile number is consistent here and it will be unique as usual. Hospital name, all these things are to be generated by a valid authority and thus can be given. And we are getting the password created, and that password is also confirmed here. And once created, the doctor is free to log in any number of times, anytime in future. So the moment he logs in, he will get the complete details about the list of people who are visiting through the patient ID. Here you have seen in front of your screen that we have got the patient name as well as the patient Aadhaar number and mobile number for the addition of a new patient data into the existing system. So for example, here I have added a patient by name Sachin Tendulkar, where I have got his Aadhaar number clearly added, and once I give the date of birth, the patient will be successfully registered. Now to retrieve his data, for example, he is already visiting us. When we retrieve the data, it will clearly give you the detail about what Sachin Tendulkar is all about, what is his age, what is the blood group, what are all the problems that he had already, and what are all the medicines that had been given to him in the previous visit. The report will be generated. Now the next sequence is, I have given a card to a person by name, for example Sachin, and the card is inserted in front of you and the option is pressed as 1. So to get the previous report, you need to press 1 and you get everything in front of you. Second mode is diagnosis mode, where you just insert your card in the machine that we have got and you need to press 2. The moment you press 2, it will ask you for the symptoms to be entered, and you are presented with a set of 50 symptoms that you can see in front of you right now. So out of these 50 symptoms, we need to just enter you with 5 symptoms with which we can identify what is the disease that you are having or what is the disease you may likely have. So I have entered 5 symptoms here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 18 something, and it detects it as a disease related to body temperature, and it has also prompted
Place
you
the
to use the
thermometer in your
thermometer.
arm.
The thermometer is connected, the temperature sensor is connected in the system, and you need to just keep it as I have shown you just before few seconds. And the body temperature is measured right now, and your body temperature is above the normal body temperature, and it is feverish for you. Also, we would like to measure your heartbeat. So we have got a heartbeat sensor here, and
Place
it will
the
prompt
pulse
you to
sensor
keep it
in
like
your
what we
index
are doing
finger.
right now in front of you. And the moment it is done, it will measure the heartbeat properly, and the heartbeat is also recorded. Now, with this data of the heartbeat and the temperature, we could identify that you have some serious issues related to your body temperature, or is it a normal temperature which is running high due to some reasons, and will it be treated with the simple paracetamol and some other medicines. So over a period of time, for about half a minute, this heartbeat sensor data will be acquired into it, and you can see that in front of you. Heartbeat will also be recorded as 76, beats per minute is recorded as 76, so the pulse is normal. So since the temperature is just higher, we have suggested you to take a paracetamol tablet and a B complex tablet for neutralizing the effects that are caused by paracetamol. And we are also getting you the cost that you need to spend towards buying it, and your card already has got an amount of say 100 rupees already in it. We will deduct it from it. Right, whichever tablet has been prescribed to you will be immediately disbursed to you through our system. The system will give you the tablets, and most importantly, the tablets that you are bought, the amount that you are paid, everything will be recorded as data in our system. When you come for the next time, or when you want to see what you have purchased as a record, you can immediately see it in front of you. This is such a simple machine where we have got the data also clearly stored in the cloud, and then whenever you need, it can be retrieved appropriately and it is updated. You can see the schema here. We get the data from the machine, upload it, and the same data can also be referred by the doctor if he wants anytime. So we have a end-to-end system where we disperse tablets, we suggest tablets, we update data, and most importantly, we store data also. Now, to test our system to be free from errors, we have tried few test scenarios. Case 1 is here. I am inserting a dummy card which has not been you inserted, it will not be recognized, and you are safe. Only when you are already registered in the system, you can get in. Case 2 is here now. So you can see that I'm just getting into case 2 where I enter number 3. Number 3 is not an option. Number 1 is an option for report. Number 2 is an option for diagnostics. Whereas when you press number 3, it won't work. Now, case 3, third testing, where what do I do is very simple. I am trying to buy medicine, or I can leave ADM. If I press any other code other than this, I won't be regarded as the input won't be regarded as an appropriate input. Now the third one, when it comes to the symptoms, I press 1, 1, 2, 3 and 11. So see that I have re-entered one symptom twice, 1, 1. So it is not an appropriate input as far as the machine is concerned. So it will ask you to enter a correct input. So these are all the simplest of the test scenarios that we have tried to make sure that whatever system we have got is working fine. Now, also as an additional safety measure or additional recording measure, we record the face of the person who is going to enter and use the ADM. So that has a clear storage done. And now the next point is very simple. Whichever person is using, that person will have an Aadhaar number connected to it because we have stored it that way. So we are now storing the details of the Aadhaar number, and you can also see in front of you that when did you log in, all those details are stored in the Adafruit cloud. It can be referred anytime, and it's a very friendly approach, and it is a very safer approach as well to understand how many people are using, to either increase the features or to make sure that whatever we are doing is right. So this will help us in understanding the best practices whichever we have proposed and whichever we need to follow in future. Thank you.
These kind of systems are really frugal and affordable. That's what I would like to convey before I go on to the next one. The next one is going to be very interesting for all of you, I believe. And till now, is it all clear? I want some response in the chat box. Is it all interesting, or is it boring, or how is it going? People, please type it in the chat box. Otherwise, it will be very monotonous.
So far, so good, sir. No problem.
Very good. So, any other participants? Any questions till now? There are no questions. Good. Thank you. Rest of you, please unmute and you can talk if you have any questions. Otherwise, we can go to the next one quickly. Right. We'll go to the next one. It's going great. Okay. Thank you. The next one is very interesting. So I'm living in a place called Coimbatore. So where I'm living in a very close vicinity to the Western Ghats. We get a lot of elephants coming in here and there, and we have an opportunity to see elephants quite often. And what happens is elephants intrude the human area, as well as they at times go ahead and destroy the cultivable lands and at times the crops. This is called the elephant intrusion, and this elephant intrusion not only affects the crops but also it damages the people, and at times it is getting injured in parallel. So we attack elephants in parallel. You must have seen a lot of stories regarding that, and they are also getting hurt badly, and at times they are getting killed. So this human elephant conflict, human animal conflict, in fact, is a huge problem, and we need technological solutions for all these kind of problems. And without technology, nothing will work out. To me, a strong belief is that the only hold that we all have is technology. And if you can go ahead and find out the right solution through the technology, it will be permanent. At the same time, it will be frugal and affordable as well. That's what we have done. We have built a solution that can help you in identifying if the elephants are coming well in advance, and we can alert the concern. We can avoid accidents. We can avoid incidents of elephants getting hurt. And this is going to be a great invention, we feel. And this can be used by the Indian Railways also to detect if elephants are going to come near the railway tracks, because we hear a lot of news and articles regarding the elephants getting hurt by the engine and they are thrown out of the track, and most of the times they are getting killed. Elephants are one of the most intelligent and most important species that are to be definitely saved, and this particular product is built with that motto. I'm pretty sure that you will like it, and let me know your opinion once you see the demo. Welcome back. In this session, we are going to see a demonstration that is meant for avoiding the human-elephant conflict. This was built by a team headed by Dr. Gautam. I was working in that for some time. And there were about 4 or 5 professors who worked in this, and they built this system. This system is called a human-elephant conflict avoidance system. What is it? Why do we need it? I'm going to explain it. Also, I'll show you a demo clearly on how does the system work. Now, first understand one point. Elephant has become a rare species as well. In India also, it has become a rare species. Indian forests hold 60% of the Asian elephant population. The habitat ranges for the elephants in the country are more or less fragmented and impacted due to increased human activity. We have penetrated into all the regions, and the elephants have to go out of that region. Now, we are occupying the places of many animals, and the elephants is one of them, which is also affected because of our move to everywhere. The loss and the fragmentation of elephant habitat leads to serious conservation problems in India. And human elephant conflict, we call it HEC. It is an important conservation issue in India, especially in the forest fringes where protected areas are covered by highly fertile and cultivatable lands. Now, the problems that are faced because of this human elephant conflict is the elephants go for crop raiding. They injure people who come in the opposite direction when they go for crop raiding, and it has caused death to n number of people already. And deaths are caused to humans by elephant, deaths are caused by elephants to humans as well. So it's vice versa. So it happens both the ways. So, and the most important point is crop loss is also happening while the elephants are also getting killed, humans are also getting killed. This is not only for crop and related stuff and agriculture related stuff, this also happens in the railways. You can see that we could have seen a lot of news articles that have come and covered the news that the rail which was running, the train which was running has hit an elephant, and it was killed. So we have seen these messages a lot of times, and that's also one of the impact that we want to solve. If we can get an alert about the movement of the elephant well in advance, we can prevent people from getting injured. We can prevent elephant from being attacked. We can also get the crop loss avoided totally, because we can divert the elephant by burning some crackers or something like that. We have solutions available, but most of them are incomplete or not fully functional, I would say. So we need a solution for it, and we are here to provide you that. So we have used the seismic sensors and computer vision plus deep learning together to do that. We cannot just rely on deep learning, or we cannot just rely on sensory data. So we have combined these two to get a very solid system that is going to give you 100% accurate result. A and B is always better than A or B. Here A is sensors and B is camera. We are going to use the seismic sensors that will get the vibration, the pattern of vibration from the elephant. Whenever the elephant walks, I get the vibration. The seismic sensors get activated and they give you data. The camera is going to give you real-time feed, and we are going to use our intelligent DL algorithm which can predict and understand if elephant is coming based on the training that we have made. We are processing it real time, and I'm going to show you a very simple but a real time demo that we have captured in Kerala some time back, and all these are very interesting. You can see that we have already planted the seismic sensors in this path of the elephant, and our video feed is detecting, I mean our system is detecting from the video feed the elephant properly, the bounded box. The elephant is nearing, and the seismic sensors will get us the data. And we have already collected a lot of data, I mean the seismic data from the elephants, and we are now comparing it with this data. And if there is a match, if there is a close resemblance, we confirm that it is the data because of elephant nearing us. Because when there is a tree fall, that could as well generate seismic data. When there is some other animals walking or running around, that could generate data. All these are to be avoided, and this false data should be curtailed, and that is done through comparing it with the previously available data that you have collected through a lot of hard work. Now you can see that this biggie is coming in front of you, and it's going to walk over the seismic sensors that we have already planted. It's walking, and I'll show you where exactly the sensors are plotted, and you can see that the moment it clears, there is a variation in the data, and meanwhile our system also processes the image, and you can see that it's getting detected most appropriately, and we can alert. With that, we can immediately send a signal. You can see that the variations are all real time and perfect, and we can send out a signal immediately to the concerned authorities or to the villagers to say that, see that there is an elephant coming, be careful, or burn a cracker to avoid further damages. And this is all implemented and tested. As you can see, we hope to develop it to the next level to avoid further damages for elephants as well as for the human. This is the system developed for human-elephant conflict avoidance. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much. If you have questions, please ask us and we'll be able to answer. If you like the content, please give a thumbs up. Thank you. Right, one second. Yeah, there is a question. Can you throw some light on the data transfer for setups you do? Maybe the surface water tester, like how the data, we use MQTT totally, and there is a session, I think, in the afternoon which will be conducted, which will talk about the protocols. It will help you. MQTT is the protocol which is going to help you in pushing all the data to the cloud or wherever you want it to be done safely. AMQP is very helpful right now these days. So I think those two are the best protocols that we are using quite often. So the next one is going to be very useful and very simple demo that I'm going to show you. I told you, right? I'm actually having back pain, and I need to take care of the sitting posture. So what I have done is I took that as a challenge, and now we have a system called as ErgoWare. ErgoWare is nothing but ergonomics plus wear. Ergonomics is nothing but the study which can tell you about your posture and your sitting position and all those things. So we use technology, IoT, and most importantly, you will definitely love the demo that I'm going to show you. We have used Alexa, and Alexa will now warn you. Alexa will tell you, Sriram, sit properly. Sriram, please move here. Please move there. That's the way we have built the system. And all these are real time. Remember, whenever you are building a system, let it be real time system. If they are going to process it and give you the result after a day, they are not going to be useful. So please make sure that your systems are real time in all aspects.
ErgoWare is a complete solution for ergonomics. We're proposing this solution as a part of the Alexa Skill Wizard Challenge. So to quickly give you a briefing of what ergonomics is, it is the idea or study of designing environments and workspaces in such a way that the risk to the human body, risk or injuries to human body is as minimum as possible. Considering that today's working professionals are very ambitious and they want to stay on top of their goals and deadlines constantly, it's very natural that they tend to forget about their health. Despite emerging technologies like smart bands and fitness trackers, there are small things that we tend to forget, like good postures that end up having a long-term effect to our health. So it can be as simple as using a computer, phone, writing, driving, walking. Things like postures for these cases we're very aware of it since like our childhood. But giving into our demands of everyday work, we are forced to forget about them. So that's exactly what this particular idea will try to address. So the whole architecture is as follows. The idea is to make use of positioning sensors in our day-to-day accessories like spectacles and belts for both men or women. So the controller that we've used is an ESP32. It's inbuilt with an accelerometer. So this accelerometer will read a user's positioning data throughout the day, and the controller will push this data to our storage, which is basically DynamoDB, and DynamoDB will enable the lambda function to constantly make use of this data and try to generate insights with any kind of insights, like an average score for the user, or what is it that he's doing wrong, is he looking down too much, is he looking up too much, things like this. And that in turn will power our Alexa voice service, our skill to give back the user some kind of daily insights. So that's how the whole architecture would work. Let's take a look at the demo quickly, which would give you a better understanding of the whole workflow. Ergonomics.
Hey, I have your ergo scores for vision. Your recent score is 88 on 100. Your overall score is 87 on 100.
What is my score today?
Your ergo vision score for the day so far is 88 on 100.
What is my overall score?
Your grand total for ergo vision score is 87 on 100.
Am I safe?
Great ergonomics. A little more care would take you to the top.
How do I improve?
Hey, why is that you keep staring at the sky? Stop looking up too often. Look straight.
Value in the database reflect a lower average. So as you can see, each of these data point is comprised of two values, one being the epoch timestamp at which the sensor pushed the data, and the second half being the value itself. So the value here, like 78, 80 or 30, it is the y coordinate that the sensor pushes to our database. So ideally the y coordinate value when you look straight has to be 100. So if you are looking down, then the y coordinate value is less than 100, and if you're looking up, it's greater than 100. So this rate of difference is what we're trying to reflect in the averages, that is the total score or the today's score that we're giving in the skills. So now I've changed the database to give a lower average. So let's see how our intents perform. Am I safe?
Uh-oh. I don't see good stats here. You have to buckle up and get your ergonomic score up.
How do I improve?
Hey, I understand that you're a humble person, but no need to keep your head down all the time. Tell me, is it that stupid phone of yours?
Stop.
Thank you for trying the Alexa Skills Kit sample. Have a nice day.
That's all. So this is such a simple system we have built with the help of Alexa, and Alexa skills are already available, and you can just pull it out and start coding. And all those are not very difficult or impossible. You can do that, and it's a nice way to really start building solutions. The next one is going to be pretty interesting for you. So I'm going to show you something which will be of definite interest for most of you. Yes, it is a drone. I'm going to show you an application that we have developed with drone. What is it, sir? Very simple. We have developed a system, very comprehensive system that can help us out in getting the warehouse monitored properly. We've got a lot of warehouses for Amazon, Flipkart, all those things, but they are all hi-fi warehouses, and they can invest a lot of money in getting robots, and they monitor it properly. But from the places like Trichy or from Coimbatore, if you see, there are many small-scale industries which cannot afford to buy those kind of robots, but they will have to monitor things properly. So what do? Very simple, innovate. So that's what we have done. We have innovated with a simple drone, and the drone will be helpful in monitoring each and every rack's content in the warehouse real time. It can take off, it can fly, it can tell you how many components are there in the rack, which is a missing one, which is new. All those can be done real time, and we have implemented that. And this product has got the second prize in the Intel National Python Innovation Contest, and we used out and out Intel technologies to build this. So I'm certainly hopeful you would like the way the drone is built. It is not very expensive again. Drone engineering is something that is growing at a very rapid rate, and you people can build the drone yourself. It is not tough. We have built it all ourselves, and you can see the demo right now, and it will be very interesting for you, I believe.
This is the drone that we have used for the process, and you can see that it is all completely built by us. We have got a Raspberry Pi kit there, we have got RFID reader added there and stick there properly in the stand. So this drone will fly all over. It will read the boxes which has got RFID card, and you can see that the drone is triggered right now and it's piloted. By the time we started, we also need to start our app. We need to launch our app that we have created for this purpose. As one can see right now in front of you, we have got three options. First, new. Second, old. Third, missing. Whenever a box enters newly into the warehouse, when it is read for the first time by the drone, it will be rated as new. If the box is available already, which means the box has entered the warehouse yesterday, it has been already read by the drone yesterday, today it will be rated as old. And there will be something called as missing. Whenever your box is not available physically, but the database has the entry, or vice versa, we can call it as missing. All these are rated appropriately by your app and by your system, and you can get it immediately reflected in the app. And the drone is going to fly right now over the RFID cards. You can see that it's all flying, and by the time it flies, immediately you can see the update that is happening in the right hand side, where you will get the complete details about each and every box. And when you click on that particular number, whatever you have got in front of you, you will get the details about that box as well, as in what is that box. This is for the clarification purpose, and this will help anybody to understand which boxes are all being read.
The next one is going to be pretty interesting. The camera. The camera is the most underutilized sensor. I will tell you. Camera is a sensor. As your eyes and my eyes, camera is also a sensor. It can capture data and you can process the data, and it is part of the entire IoT infrastructure right now. All the industry 4.0, if you see, they are all having strong surveillance units, and all the surveillance are all done with the camera. And camera can serve as a good source for a lot of you to build a lot of good products. So I'm going to show you one such product which can help me in improving the retail business and the retail sales, in fact, and handling the retail showroom. So I'm going to show you that right now, and it's all going to be very easy for you to understand. I'll first explain you what I have done, then I'll show you the demo so that it will be easy for you to go through and to understand how exactly things are built. This is built for the PNG Innovation Hackathon. PNG is Procter & Gamble, and this is built for the Innovation Hackathon conducted by PNG, and we have got the best idea award from PNG, which is a very honorable award from PNG as well. So I'm going to show you the demo of it. But before I go into the demo, it is important for me to tell you what I do so that you can understand the purpose of the product, and then we'll go ahead with the demo. And I hope you will certainly be liking it. Hello, we are the U team, and we are very happy to present our product with PNG Global Innovation Challenge. We need to understand first the problem and then the solution that we are going to provide you. First, the problem is seen in three different categories. The first category is to identify the objects and to recognize them properly in the PNG outlet or any supermarket. Second, we need to identify the misplaced components. For example, Pampers cannot have Whisper in the same shelf as it is being sold. Whisper cannot have Head and Shoulders in the same shelf as it is being sold. This misplacement is a huge concern, and this has to be spotted. We are able to do it. The third very important aspect of it is to find out the number of empty slots available in each of the racks. I have got 10 Pampers being sold in one particular rack. 5 of them are sold half the way in the day. So I need to identify 5 empty slots are available so that I can refill that with 5 more Pampers appropriately so that the customers can pick it up. These three are our major goal, and we provide you personalized store assortment as well as smart space optimization. All these through deep learning techniques, and we are able to achieve 100% accuracy. Very close to 100% accuracy is what we have achieved. I'm going to show you the demo also in the second half of it, which can let you understand how exactly our system works. Before that, I'll tell you how our system is architected very clearly. The input is a video stream, and it can come from CCTV, it can be pre-recorded, or it can be from a live mobile stream. It gets into the object detection model where we have fast RCNN and TensorFlow used completely, and we are able to do the localization as well as classification perfectly. We have taken 6 of the products right now from PNG: Pampers, Head and Shoulders, Whisper, Pantene, Ariel, and Tide. All these are now taken, and our system is capable of recognizing, identifying all these very nicely, and it is 100% accuracy almost we are getting every time. And we could do product detection, we could get the misplaced object identification and the empty space localization, all these done precisely and perfectly, all real time. The results are very encouraging, and you can see the sample results that I have kept here. You can see that all the items are identified properly. Here Tide is identified as Tide and Pampers is identified, but misplaced is Pampers and the empty slot is 1. I do not have any misplaced slot here, any misplaced items here, any empty slots here in the next half of it in the picture, and we can also get all these details as a clear notification in the right corner of the video footage that is being processed. So all these are real time, accurate, and most importantly
very user friendly. We have trained over thousands of images. We have taken we have created our own data set by taking pictures from the nearby supermarket, and the system is very strong, we would say. Whichever product you want to get into our system, we can include that with ease, and we have preferred fast RCNN after testing it with multiple other RCNN and CNN methods. But fast RCNN is found to be very stable, while it is also very accurate. That's the reason we went for fast RCNN. And I already told you, the input stream as a video goes into our system. We get the empty slots identified. We also make sure that we are counting the number of products, misplaced products, all these very clearly through our solution. And we get 99% accuracy, as I told you. And we request you to go through the demo that we have already uploaded, and it will be helpful for you to understand our system. We believe that our solution will help retailers leverage technology to aid and abet their businesses. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and we hope we have impressed you. Thank you.
Since that I have explained you how exactly it works, I'm going to show you the demo of it now. You will not believe that this is real time. It is 100% real time, and we are able to get a very good accuracy, and this can be now moved to all the job shops as well. You can try out to see if all the things that are to be in the rack are all properly arranged in the job shop, the manufacturing unit. All those things can be done easily with the same idea. So this is 100% fully functional and tested against various products. For the demo purpose, I'm showing you with the PNG product, which I think you will understand.
Hello. Our system has got two functionalities. The first one is to get the components and the objects in the rack of a supermarket to be identified perfectly. 100% accuracy is what is aimed at, and we are very close to it. For example, if the rack has got Ariel, Tide, Pampers, Whisper, or anything, it will be recognized perfectly, and this is 100% real time. And the accuracy is really appreciable, and we get close to 100% in our testing. The second module is very simple but yet very effective. We can find out the empty slots in each rack, and we can alert you. Also, people have the tendency to misplace things. For example, I pick up Tide, and when I go along, I find another product which is very interesting. So I drop Tide right there in the place which I found another product. I do not keep it in the same place from where I lifted it. I mean, Tide did not go back to the Tide shelf. Instead, it went to a different shelf. We can identify that right now. We can identify the empty slots. We can identify the misplaced components also and alert you. This will help people in arranging things back immediately so that it will look nice, as well as it will help the people who are buying it. Let's see the first demo initially, and then we will go to the second functionality demo shortly. For the first demo, we are launching our system, and the input is a video feed that we have taken from the nearby supermarket, and you can see that it's getting launched. The moment it is launched, the world of working is very simple and easier. You can see the Ariel is recognized right now, and it's 99% accurately we are able to recognize, and every time this is functioning fine. Irrespective of the shape, irrespective of the container shape, irrespective of the color, we are able to recognize everything properly. This is because of the extensive training that we have done, and this is all real time and accurate. We can now test any product. We can now identify any product like this, and we have tested it for Ariel. We are going to go to the different color of Ariel package also right now. We have tested Tide, which you can see in the next set of demo as well. We have tested Pampers. All these are working fine, and I am definitely hopeful you will appreciate it. Here you can see that the color of Ariel is different here. I mean, the package, the color, everything is different, but still it works fine. Let us go to the next functionality. This module will help us identify the empty slots as well as misplaced items. Once it is launched, it will perfectly tell you what are all the components in the rack. For example, now Tide is identified properly, irrespective of what color cover it has got, what packaging structure it has got, we are able to identify it accurately, close to 100%. And you can see that misplaced is 0 right now, empty slots is 1. The empty slot 1 is nothing but the one free slot which is available on the left hand side of the rack, and that shows that you can keep one more component there. I mean, one more packet of Tide over there which can be sold. Now we purposefully misplace Pampers there. The moment you keep Pampers, it is recognized accurately as Pampers, and misplaced item has got Pampers listed into it, which can let the storekeeper know that the items are getting misplaced, and this can be replaced back into the previous place perfectly. Also, we can have one more packet of Tide to
to be kept there, which can help the customers to pick it up. Now I am picking up Tide purposefully to see if the empty slots are updated properly. You can see the empty slot is 1 now, but still the misplaced remains the same. It is Pampers which is misplaced into the Tide rack. All these are real time and we are able to achieve accuracy which is very appreciable, and we are always close to 100% accuracy. We are going to go with some more testing here. I am lifting the Pampers now. Now the empty slots has got increased to 2 and we can keep 2 more packets of Tide here is the message that we are conveying the storekeeper. Now I am going to lift one more to see if the count increases properly. The empty slots have become 3 right now, which is definitely appreciable. Now I am going to do the final stuff where you can see that the count gets increased properly. I have taken all the 4 out and 4 slots are empty. This will definitely help us in arranging things in the rack properly, as well as to avoid the items getting misplaced and misarranged in the supermarket. Thank you.
So I've just shown you this to make you understand the power and the power and the features that you can extract out of the video. You need a little bit of deep learning, you need a little bit of machine learning for all this to be done. But again, all those are not very difficult and they are easy. One final demo before I take up the questions from you used to be shown, and that's a simple product that we have built with IoT and deep learning all together towards ensuring the driver's safety. It's very, very important. We need to ensure that the drivers are all provided with 100% safer driving infrastructure and the setup. And only the cars that are being bought from Audi, BMW, or Maruti, Cias and above, they get all these features. Why cannot they come to a normal low-end car like what we have? Why cannot a Maruti 800 or Maruti Wagoner get all these features? That's the question. So we have built one such system with just 350 rupees being spent, along with the camera being used to monitor if the driver is sleeping. And this is all fully functional, and I'm very hopeful you will understand how we built it through the demo. And this is a real-time system and we have tested it on roads and it's working fine.
Hello friends, this project is very important and this will certainly be very helpful for everybody who is driving a car, particularly in highways. So we have come up with an innovative solution towards tracking drivers who often tend to go drowsy, and 21% of the fatal accidents are because of being drowsy. And people even say that being drowsy is much more dangerous than being drunk. So that at least will have some level of cautiousness, or that at least will let you be alive. I think being drowsy kills more people than being drunk. So our solution is very simple. Our solution really gets you a complete analysis about if a driver is sleepy or not, and it is called as highway it's called as highway hypnosis, or it is called as white line fever. One would understand that one would understand the architecture when I explain it. It's actually a very simple architecture. I have used 2 things. One is the camera, another one is OBD. OBD is onboard diagnostics, which I will explain shortly with complete demo, as in where I plug it, how I plug it, how to get the data. Everything will be clearly explained. You can see the demo there. But before that, I also will tell you how do we use the camera. In this system, we are expected to mount the camera just above the steering, which is going to be very stable. We expect you to do that. And once it is done, our algorithm will run inside, which will predict EAR value. EAR is nothing but eye aspect ratio, which will help you in understanding the eyes, which means if it is going to be drowsy or not. That's one of the parameters that we definitely take in, and that will help you to understand if the driver is about to be drowsy or driver is very active. That's one of the very important parameters. And the second one, why we use OBD, is very simple. The OBD is onboard diagnostics, which is going to give us multiple data, but one of those very important data that I'm going to use is speed variation plus steering angle. Why speed variation for this project is to be explained. If the driver is drowsy, the speed will not be varied as frequently as he could vary it when he is very normal and active. So it will go on a stable speed, which means that the driver is drowsy. It could also happen in a way that in a highway, one person would want to always lock to 150 kilometers per hour or 120 kilometers per hour. So we connect it along with the facial reactions which we catch through our camera. So we do an A and B, which is nothing but A is your EAR, B is nothing but your speed. And the next point that we are going to take is your steering angle. So if the person is sleepy, definitely the steering, the person is going to be drowsy. Certainly it is not going to, the steering is not going to move quite often as he could do when he is very, very active. So these two parameters in turn are collected and these two are sent to the server. My OBD will help me with the help of a Bluetooth transmission. I take the data and I put it onto the server, and the server will have all those data, and then it is read through a JSON script, and then it goes onto the Python script, and we analyze everything through the Python script, whatever we are writing, and data analytics has been done there as usual. As every IoT application, whatever we build as data analytics, we build it very strongly there, and the receiver will now start alerting. The receiver module actually analyzes, it helps you in understanding if the driver is sleepy or not, and it will raise an alert. The alert can be given to anybody whom you wish, because you have built a system very comprehensively. It can also sprinkle water on the face of the driver if you wish to do so. This is the overall system. Now the next part of it, you will see the plotting that happens for the ER value, that will help you in understanding the system better. Thank you.
Now, so the project is all about using this ELM 327, which is called as OBD, onboard diagnostics. Every car has got a slot to fit this OBD, which can communicate to my mobile phone through an app. So I got an app installed in my mobile, and that communicates through the app. And most importantly, we have got a lot of apps available in the market. I have installed something called as OBD Car Doctor. So OBD Car Doctor is the app that I have installed, and there are so many apps available in the market really. So you can take any one of those. Now, how do you connect this OBD is the biggest deal that you need to really understand. Initially, I had also some problem in identifying where exactly to plug it in, because it is very small and you will not even guess that there is a slot available like this. And there is where I'm going to connect it. Now, the moment you connect it, you started feeding in the data to my app, which means the OBD really gets working, and I can get the data live real time. So how do I get it, sir? This is the app that I have got it. So I'm going to search for the current data. So it may take half a minute because my machine is a bit slow. So in that you can see engine RPM, so many parameters, engine cooler temperature, so many are there. So I'm going to just increase the RPM now, and you can see the real time increase here. So you can see that suddenly it has rise to 3554, and it's all real time, and you can see that the spikes are also coming. So not only this, we have used steering angle data, we have used the speed, we have used fuel efficiency data. Everything is available there in the OBD, and you can see that everything is possible. So the world is so small, and this equipment is so small, which can give you a lot of data for you to really go ahead and do a lot of investigation. So this onboard diagnostics, many other tools are available. This is a minimum version of the onboard diagnostics tool that we are having. So we can buy the best one also, which will give you more data. This is a minimal one, and this car also gives you only minimal data. This is a small lower end car. So if you go for higher end car, probably you will get all the data that you want, and you can do a lot more innovation.
Now you can see that it's going to be a facial recognition demo where I'm running my code, and this with hair cascade we have done. And once there is a deviation seen, you will get a message in the left hand side corner as you are deviated, and this could now sprinkle water or play the audio of your son or daughter so that you can understand that you are needed for them. And you could see that it's consistently following it up, and your deviated message has come in the left hand corner. That's it. So this is all very easy, and all the systems that we built are following a complete cycle. I told you, identify sensor, interface with microcontroller, make sure the data is all pushed through internet to cloud or to a local server, analyze the data and get a result back on the screen in terms of Android app or in terms of any alarm or systems like that. And that's it. It's done. Now I open the session for questions, and the moderator can really help me out in doing that. Organizers, sir, you can please help me out.
Yes, sir.
I hope I did not bore you people. It's quite a longer session. It's about 1.5 hours that we have been discussing. I hope it was not boring.
No, sir. Any questions from the audience, please? Any questions, please?
Whomever asks questions will be given a chocolate. All right, in case you have any questions later on, or in case you need any suggestions or inputs later on, I recommend you to drop me an email. I'm copy pasting my email once again for your quicker reference so that you can take it out. I'll be more than happy to help you. Whatever I know, I can always push it to your end. And all these are easy. So please keep trying. And only when you try, you get the results. So, and all these are to be implemented, and all these cannot be read as theory. So please start implementing it as a real-time product. And the OBD that I have used is ELM 327. ELM 327. ELM 327. That's the OBD that we have used, and that's a OBD that is available in the market, and it's easy to use. Also, 350 rupees is the cost of it. And I'm typing my email ID once again for your reference, along with the channel detail. You can find all these demos over there, and
So there was one question from
I saw that. I'm replying. So can you, Ramya Shaji? So can you explain the face recognition connection with controlling the speed? No, it is not to control the speed. It is to understand that you are deviator. I get the speed data from the OBD. I get the speed data from OBD, and the face recognition will tell me that you are diverted or deviated. When there is a sudden fluctuation in the speed, I understand that you are driving it properly, because the speed will not be consistent throughout. It has to vary up and down when the animal comes in, or when somebody crosses, when there is a signal, there will be a variation. If it is consistent, that means that there is a possibility that it could be because of you are losing your attention. And I cannot just like that tell you that because you could be in a highway. So to confirm that, I'm watching your eyes closer and I'm getting the data from the speed. And if both of them sync, if A and B is true, then I say that you are almost about to sleep. I hope you understood. Any other questions? Okay.
For information of the participants, there are a lot of YouTube videos of Dr. Sriram sir. So please go through that. You will be benefited when you go for the beginners.
There are a couple of more questions. Let me answer that and then let us wind it off. Whether writing Python coding is easy or not. Yes, Python is very easy. Python is in fact the easiest of all the programming languages I have always worked with, because the support from the community, the support from the libraries are all really very huge. So it's pretty important for us to use them, and Python is easy. You can learn that, and you can go to the Python's official website, and there are a lot of guidelines available there. Multiple videos are there. When you go to YouTube, even in my channel, I have got Python videos, or about 25 videos are there which can teach you Python. So many resources are available, Mr. Michael. So you can try it out. And Ramya was asking a question, sir. What was the challenge in this project? The challenges lie in integrating the deep learning as well as the data from the sensor. Both cannot be at a different time, and you will have to sync the data properly. And only when you do that, you get right results. Also, getting the data through Bluetooth real time in your mobile and then processing it faster with another processor right in the car, and to get an alert is not easy. So we have used NVIDIA Jetson board to get those alerts. So it was pretty challenging, and getting all those data processed real time is always difficult. Getting any data processed real time is not easy. I hope I answered your question, Ramya. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Entire team organizers, and thank you very much, sir, for calling me in for a session. It's a pleasure talking to all of you, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much. Stay safe, all of you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye.